It's more.
So the background, it's called in the Snyderverse from the Zack Snyder person that directed the movie. When he was directing Justice League in the beginning, like 5-6 years ago, his like daughter became ill or something, so he had to stop, and they got a different director to direct the movie. But that dude messed up, and the movie was trash.
Oh, so now he's back. Snyder's back.
But Snyder's back. But Snyder, he been doing all these interviews like, I had this plan and everything else, and everybody's like, pretty much his passion has pretty much been promoting this. Pushing for it, because he was like talking about like he has like 3 other movies written. He has like a Ben Affleck movie for Batman written. He has all this crazy.
They're trying to make this the new MCU.
So basically,
that's what people want.
The movie was gonna go hard, but then they took out everything he actually contributed to it, but then slapped his name on it still.
But see, that's the thing though. It wasn't originally gonna be 4 hours, but since all that hype and he messed up on the first one, they was like, you know what? Do your thing. And he was like, bet.
I mean, that's how it should be. I mean,
we live, nigga?
Yeah, we live.
Yeah. Okay. I like y'all's names.
You got to go in there.
Just keeping the theme of Crooked Moguls going.
Crooked Moguls. Suge Knight did nothing wrong.
He killed a man.
Huh?
He killed a man.
Sometimes you got to break some eggs to make an omelet.
He did this recently at the end of his career. Like, there was no reason for this shit. Like, he didn't have to do that to get to where he was
But he wasn't a mogul at that point in his life.
No, bro. He killed the dude that was trying to kill him because he was trying to buy CBS.
He can't see. He blind.
That nigga ran a nigga over with his car.
He blind.
He was trying to buy CBS.
He probably had Tupac flashbacks.
Ran over with his vehicle. He beat up Eazy-E. We saw that in the movie, so we know it's a fact.
Okay, but in all fairness, Eazy-E is like the size of his forearm, bro. It wasn't hard.
That's what makes it even worse. Why is your big ass beating up on this little ass nigga?
Just think about it. It was like a comic book thing. Like he lifted him up like this. It's like, I can crush you. And he's like, real G's. Like he just couldn't.
That nigga built like hip hop Thanos.
No, bro, the Kingpin, bro. He just picks him up. It's like, yo.
When that nigga added Tupac to Death Row, that was the final stone in the gauntlet. He's like,
it really was.
Take over.
It really.
He's like, that's when he was like, I'm about to change hip hop beef.
I can make reality whatever I want.
Right? Oh man.
That's the craziest beef in history because both them niggas, literally nobody won. Like both them niggas lost.
Bro, it's the craziest beef. The fact that like people that wasn't born during that beef know this beef so in depth.
It was like the first beef to actually go to like the street level. Like niggas is actually dying behind that shit. Like
nobody wants to admit it, but the beef was so crazy that it automatically made Tupac and Biggie number 1 and 2. Like it wasn't. It was never debatable for years. Like they were literally like it submitted them. Like Nas, Jay-Z, Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, none of them could touch them at that point. Like after
that shit took rap to like another level. It took
it gave the blueprint to beef.
Looking back, that saddens me.
Why?
I mean, honestly, nigga, look at his Uncle Sam's wet dream. It's like we can get these niggas to kill themselves at this level. Yeah. Let's not step in. Let's just let it sort itself out.
No. It's a little bit. It's worse than that. We can get these niggas to kill themselves, and we can get white directors to direct their biographies. It's way worse when you think about it like that. Like that's crazy, bro.
Oh my god.
And we never introduced ourselves though. We never really cut this hoe off officially.
Oh yeah, that's right. Cause we started off with the whole. Once Suge Knight is referenced, you got to present him as such.
Nah, we did not. So yeah, what it do? I'm sleepy as shit. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, we're back once again on a Thursday evening in the great state of Texas.
The great open state of Texas.
Yeah.
Open. All right.
And you know what's hilarious? COVID is the least of everybody's worries about right now. We back to them choppers.
That's because we're over 30% vaccinated in the state. I mean, the country.
Yeah, man. But here's the thing: if I've learned anything from 2020, they gonna find a way to bring COVID back on your ass. They're gonna find some kind of way to put that shit in the news again. But right now, that ain't in the news. And the
COVID
news is choppers. All right, but anyway.
Hey, we playing guns?
Don't worry, COVID gonna come back.
Guns.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
COVID gonna come back like it's the remix, baby.
It's gonna come back. It's gonna come back reloaded, new flavor. But yeah, I'm Komodo, Darby Deuce.
Nah, he Puff Moto based off of Swag. Y'all remember the great producer Swag? Nah, I don't refer to him that nobody else other than Swag. That man, when he stated that was his name, that is the only name I refer to that man.
That was the most clown ass. Like that made me hate that nigga.
Bro, that's Swag.
You fucking leech.
That is Swag. God. Y'all will only refer to him as Swag, not as Sean Combs, not as Puff Daddy, not as P. Diddy, not as Diddy. That is Swag. All right?
When it's like a day?
Huh? It was like for a day. Remember, Ray J was in the video calling him Swag. Y'all remember that? He was like, hey, Swag. Hey, Swag.
I might actually hate that nigga. I don't even know him.
That nigga weird as fuck.
Who? Ray J?
No.
The Swag. Oh, Swag? You ain't Swag?
I swear.
Both niggas weird.
Who? Ray J. Honestly, Ray J is. We need a documentary on Ray J, bro. This man has the most interesting, underrated life.
He's like the Forrest Gump of rap.
He went from Brandy's brother to putting Kim K on the map to shooting Fabulous and talking about above ground pools.
Oh
like that man.
Yo, I got an indoor pool and I got an outdoor pool. And his Rolls Royces are changing like every 2 seconds. We got 5 Rolls Royces outside. We got 6 Rolls Royces outside. We got 8 Rolls Royces. Like, nigga, what are you on cocaine?
Ray J. And also, doesn't Ray J have like #1 hits, but nobody talks about it because they're features? Like, Ray J has an interesting life, bro.
Hey, man, One Wish is that shit, though. I don't care what nobody says, bro.
Bro, Ray
J.
J.
Sexy can I?
Ray J is top 10 most underrated people in the culture. Soulja Boy's #1. Ray J is in the top 10.
I feel like Soulja Boy starting to get his due props though.
Do you think
people starting to realize that this nigga really is like
the culture? Is the culture, bro?
Like that nigga really was an innovative ass nigga, bro. He was like the first nigga to use social media.
Internet.
He was cool without the chains. He had the rubber band chain, the Soulja Boy glasses. He had the dances.
He pretty much put the trend of dance music on.
Yeah.
Because dance music was a thing, but like dance music wasn't like that of a thing.
No, it wasn't like the thing. It was like it was there, but it wasn't like the thing.
Yeah.
So dancing's always there, but what he did was he introduced. I hate to put it this way, this nigga made hip hop 2-stepping and put it on the map. He solidified it. I remember niggas was trying to come with their own dance. Like, we got to get a crank that this, we got to get a crank that, or whatever. Like, everybody else, what superhero isn't taking yet? Let's look at the Avengers, nigga. Crank that Hulk.
Yeah.
Crank that Hulk.
I've seen Spider-Man, Hulk, Aquaman. I remember all those videos. Like
Batman.
Like crank that
Soulja, like Soulja Boy, bro. He need a documentary, bro. Like, remember how much Ice-T and Soulja Boy beefed because he wanted to remake Juice?
Yo.
I forgot about that shit.
Yo.
Bro, Soulja Boy needs his own episode, bro.
So I looked up some weird. I looked up some weird Ice-T fun facts the other day. Did y'all know
Ice-T was really mad at that nigga?
You said what? Ice-T what?
Did y'all know Ice-T was in the Army?
What? No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I figured that out the other day. Ice-T was in the Army. And then it ringed off in my ear. I was like, who the fuck said he was the police like a week or two ago?
I did. I was about to say it again. I can't trust that nigga.
Also, Ice-T is not mixed. I don't know why. I just assumed he was mixed. He's not mixed.
No, he's just he's really bright yellow. Like, he's the most yellowish man.
He's white now because he has a white woman and he's light skinned as fuck. So.
Oh yeah. But what happened? His dad's black and apparently his mom's Creole, so that's why he's so damn light skinned. That
seems white to me.
That nigga white.
Oh shit, that's crazy. It's a couple people y'all know.
Man,
Y'all to,
you white nigga.
Ice-T really been in the culture too. But Soulja, I'm bringing it back to Soulja. Big Soulja may be a professional wrestler. I don't know if y'all noticed he's beefing with wrestlers. Him and Bow Wow may be a tag team.
I've seen it. But I want it to happen because them two little niggas gonna get tossed around and it's gonna be fucking comical.
That would be funny as shit seeing Bow Wow get flung around.
Oh my
Bro,
God.
Bow Wow's legit training with Rikishi in California.
Okay.
He's legit training.
Listen, nigga. Rikishi don't even have to fucking train. He's just big. It don't matter what kind of training he does. If he gonna whip somebody ass, it's gonna be some Luffy looking shit. It's gonna be so.
You say he gonna just throw his own gun?
It's gonna be so unimaginable. Bow Wow ain't whooping nobody ass in that ring. Not no wrestler.
Not at all.
No.
Nah, bro. Bow Wow said he gonna be WWE champion, bro. He about to hold it. He gonna hold it in the air.
Listen, if that nigga becomes WWE champion, that shit's so goddamn fixed. I can't even imagine that nigga surviving a fake slap.
It is fixed though. We all know this.
It is, but like them niggas be getting hit for real. And if you gonna tell me Bow Wow really whooped one of their asses,
you know what's wild?
No.
Stone Cold Steve Austin wasn't supposed to be as big as he was, but they gave him his like special treatment because Shawn Michaels like pretty much pissed off the nigga who was running the Worldwide Wrestling Federation or whatever. So they was like, you know what? We're gonna find us a new star, and they chose Stone Cold Steve Austin. Because what Shawn Michaels did was some other wrestler was retiring, and that nigga was like back when it was like WWF versus Raw, and they was beefed out. Whatever.
WWF.
Yeah, but one wrestler was retiring, and he played the role of the bad guy wrestler. And when he like went on stage to retire, Shawn Michaels went out there with him, and they had like a bow, and that pissed niggas off the top. So it was like, you shouldn't even be fucking with this nigga because you ruining the storyline and shit. So they kind of demoted him and made Stone Cold Steve Austin the main nigga.
You want to know some interesting facts about all this? First off, Shawn Michaels is probably one of the greatest wrestlers ever. He's a racist. I don't care what nobody says. Shawn Michaels is a racist because
so Stone Cold Steve Austin.
There's no. Shawn Michaels is a racist. And the reason a lot of people hint at it, if you watch wrestling interviews, they kind of hint at a guy not wanting The Rock to be where he is because of his skin tone. And all those interviews make it sound like Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels was hard on drugs and he was like hard to work with. And so he didn't want Stone Cold to be the guy, but nobody kind of wanted to. But like Shawn was kind of leaving, right? Vince McMahon paid Shawn Michaels $2 million or more than like 2+ million for 3 years just not to go to WCW, just not to work.
What?
He was like, you know what? Just chill out. Just don't go to the other person because he was that big of a name.
Damn.
And then finally, Shawn Michaels found Jesus and was like, okay, I'm good. I'm ready to work again. And he came back. But Stone Cold was limited because Stone Cold had bad neck injuries. That's a good fun fact. Because Shawn, I don't care nobody says, Shawn did not want The Rock to be big. Because The Rock will talk about, like, he was always meal prepping because he tried to stay in shape. He said one time he left his like bag open where they could see his locker open and came back from a match and he took a shit in it.
Damn.
They took a shit in his stuff and dude, Rock was like going to get his food. Dude was like, no. He was like, what? He was like, they shit in your food. Because they was mad because The Rock was getting like they was going to push The Rock to the top. They was like, Rock had everything that a wrestler should have. And they was like mad.
Nigga get them Hollywood movie deals. They couldn't fuck with him no more. Once that nigga did that Scorpion King shit, they was like, fuck this nigga.
Hey, don't forget.
For real though.
Don't forget, Microsoft paid The Rock to introduce the Xbox.
Wow.
That's how big of a deal was. Rock just showed up out of nowhere and introduced, this is the new console. What you know about video games?
Not shit.
And introduced it.
That's crazy.
Oh my God. That's so weird. I don't know what I'd do if somebody took a shit in my lunch.
Bro, you know how salty you got to be because you knew somebody about to be the top star? How bitter of a person you got to be like, I'm about to shit in his food?
I'm mad you had it loaded.
Like, and man, and like the fact that they did it in his food, bro, he meal prepped. Nobody was like there was very few that was like in shape like that at the time. Like Rock was really built. Other wrestlers, wrestlers can just have a dad bod and be like, whatever. Most people can be built like Ric Flair. You don't have to look impressive.
True.
That's some bitter stuff, bro.
Ric Flair does look like he just came out of a fucking call center.
Bro, Ric Flair is so old and still wants to wrestle. I didn't know how old he was, bro. Do you know he's still older than us now? When back in like the 90s and 80s, bro? And he was wrestling then, bro. Ric Flair has been wrestling for so long, man.
That's his life, I guess. I don't know.
Also, Hulk Hogan's racist, but y'all knew that.
Yeah, we knew that.
Fun fact, the reason his daughter had a music video was because had a music video with Paul Walker.
Hey.
Hogan apparently didn't want her to have a black feature, so they settled for Paul Wall.
Wow.
Man, I bet not see her. Anyways.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Paul Wall had white privilege.
Have you ever seen the interviews of Hogan when he said the N-word? Hogan straight up said, I didn't say that. I've never said that word. And then he just said freaking N-words and then said a hard R. Then he just started saying it. And it was like, bro, you just said you never what? It was confused. Then there's a video of Hogan listening to Young Jeezy. And it's real weird.
I think I remember that.
Yeah. I think I remember that one too.
That was wild.
The slaps.
Yeah, I remember that actually. That was weird.
The slaps,
so what's up, man? So we're gonna talk about these hoe ass niggas in the White House.
Oh, your boy. Your boy riding Biden.
So what that nigga trying to do?
So the gun control thing, because the mass shootings.
Oh, okay. I mean, I think
Kamala Harris wants to seize all assault weapons.
I was gonna say, so what's the actual truth in this? Because every time we talk about gun control, it always becomes something of what it actually isn't. Everybody always they're gonna kick down your door and take your assault rifle. What is the actual truth? What are they trying to do?
So right now, nothing's like they're trying to take they're trying to pretty much say we're trying to take assault rifles and define it, right? Like the far as I know, a person like saying in depth what it was Beto O'Rourke from Texas, and he said they would create some task force that would go door to door and get your assault rifles.
Probably died doing that shit.
You can look up the video. He said this.
I know he said it. That's why he fucking started bombing so bad when it came to votes. It's like, okay, nigga, you should have said that shit in California. Like, you don't say that in fucking Texas. Like, are you kidding me?
That boy tripping hard.
You fucking weird.
I don't think nobody should get a guns to nobody, man. If you got guns, keep them hoes, bro. What's the point of giving them back?
I feel like guns.
I think Saul had the best rules, bro.
On what? On the guns?
Yeah.
I feel like the gun issue and everything else is like, it's really weird because like a person doesn't need to have a registered gun if he's gonna kill somebody.
Right. I can go buy an assault rifle off the street.
Yeah, like, and a lot of the issues happen. Like a lot of the big known mass murder killings with assault rifles, that person wasn't even owner of that gun legally, or wasn't even their gun.
Yeah.
Like think about what happened out there in Wisconsin with that guy that went across state and that kid that did that. His friend handed him one. Like a lot of times it's like the issue is we're missing the point of the issue again. And to me, I don't know how far they'll take it, but this is just seeming like another 3-strike rule to me from the Biden administration. Like this is just how I'm looking at it.
I mean, if there was an administration that would know about that rule.
And California rules are really iffy to me. They're really a lot of I think authoritarian rules. So it doesn't bode well having Kamala wanting to take assault rifle because California is very like that.
Mm-hmm.
I realize that both sides, both conservative and liberal sides, when you go to the far left or far right of either one of them, they're both pretty authoritarian. They're both pretty fascist. It's just different flavors of it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
A prohibition, and somebody also said, I can't remember the exact guy, but he said we can handle the issue on assault weapons the same way we handled the war on drugs. That was some old senator said this. Now we all know that didn't go well.
Yeah, that was y'all I was talking to about the other day. Anytime they say there's a war on blank, that's literally translation for we're actually fucking pushing this behind the scenes, but we just want to give you a heads up and say that we're fighting against this. So when we get caught actually doing the shit, we want it to look like we were just on it. It's like if I spill some shit and I tell you, hey, I'm on it, it's less bad. But if I just spill some shit, walk away, and only me and you hear it, it's like, well, nigga, it wasn't me putting this shit in here. It had to be you. Well, then it's obviously going to look way worse on me because it's like, well, you obviously tried to cover it up. That's the war on drugs, and that's...
We jump too much in people being scared of just so many different things. And, like, nobody wants to talk about it, but, like a mass shooting happens, and it's scary. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's bad, terrible, heart go out. Nobody should be dying, right? But, like, we need to still critical think, like, what's the best issue, right? Like, or we'll end up in a whole type of issue like what happened with the 3-strike rule. Or
people don't want to say what the best issue is. I mean, the best resolution is get these crackers out the paint. It's these white men who's doing all that shit. It's like it's one common denominator in all of these mass shootings, and it's white men. But until white men are labeled terrorists, like they do everybody else, they want to label black extremists, black national extremists, terrorists, brown niggas was terrorists, everybody been a terrorist except for these white men. And that's the common denominator.
I want to add something onto this because I know what's going to happen next. What's going to happen next is, well, you know, there was that one time where that one black person did that one shooting, and then there was that other time. But I want to say this. Hear me out. There's differences between this because most of the time, not always, right? If another race does a mass shooting, it was actually kind of something triggered that.
Right.
Like it was like for example, the person, and I'm not condoning it obviously, but I'm saying there was a trigger that happened that led up to it. The dude who was doing all the shootings in Dallas here. Why was he doing the shootings?
You talking about the dude who shot at the police?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, he was fed up. You know what I'm saying? He was fed up with racial inequality. You feel me? Like,
okay, but that argument's bad. That argument doesn't help because you know what? A white person can say, like, I'll say white person.
Are you gonna hit me with bad?
He had a bad day. He was.
No, that's not a bad day though.
That's yeah. See, that's bullshit. And that's
his bad day
was years of shit building up. Shit built up to that point, and it wasn't. The thing about the black dude was it wasn't some random shit. It was revenge. It wasn't just I'm just gonna go to the mall and mow down some motherfuckers. But he was targeting police officers. He was killing police officers. He wasn't shooting random niggas on the rage. He was luring in cops and killing the cops.
But that argument doesn't help. That argument, because you can apply that argument in so many ways to benefit other people. Like the Dylan, I forget the white dude, Dylan
Roof.
Dylan Roof. You can't like. He was fed up, so he killed some old black people.
Fed up with what? He can't get revenge.
He was getting revenge on black people. Like the argument that
revenge for what? Like we can take it there. Revenge for what? Revenge for what?
He can state revenge. He's just tired of black people. He can
I don't like black people. I hate black people. That's a different thing. That was a hate crime.
Also that argument don't help because like that is too vague and that can be spent on black people.
No, it's not.
Bro, you saying it can't be flipped?
I'm saying what Puff Moto said about the black man in Dallas and black mass shootings. They're usually triggered by something that can actually be explained. These white people just go outside and start killing shit or whatever the case may be. And even if they have their own reasoning behind it, it's usually like unjustifiable. You feel me? Like, not that I'm condoning any type of murder, but I mean, the black dude killing the cops, I kind of condone that one. I'm not gonna lie, that was straight with me.
I don't condone any of it. But...
You hear this, Puff Moto? Our future episode, when we meet up, we're gonna have mass shootings down. We're gonna go in depth on this.
We'll see about
we
that.
Talked about mass shootings, nigga.
From DC Sniper and everything.
Nah, we'll see about that because I ain't about to do that episode.
Now the DC Sniper
algorithm.
That nigga was killing random people, but he had his thing was he was trying to kill one motherfucker, and he knew if I kill 8 more other motherfuckers along with this one motherfucker, they won't be able to figure out the motive for this one motherfucker being killed and trace it back to me. So I got to make it look like some crazy white boy shit. So let's jump. It wasn't on some mindless shit, is what I'm saying.
Well, hold on. I want to keep going because.
Hold on a second.
Honestly,
I was going
my solution is very simple. We don't need to get rid of guns, but we need to hold people more accountable of the guns that are licensed to them.
I agree.
If
automatic
white boy gun and you go off with my gun and you kill 10 people, I need to go down with you.
So
it's only fair.
Let's
no, hell no, fuck no, hell no.
Abram,
well, no, that's very simple.
To swerve,
no, because you could have took my gun.
Said no, they do these mass shootings because they feel their civil liberties are taken away from their white privilege, like their white privilege.
Okay, all right. So you must be white because you understand the mind of a white man shooter.
Nah, that's a black man. That's a black man.
You a black man? Okay, well, shout out. No disrespect to you, brother, but that was some white shit.
No, he's agreeing with you. I think he was agreeing with you.
Oh, so yeah, I caught that at the end.
Yeah. I think he's saying that to to add to your point.
I was about to take that and say but that is some baseless shit. So yeah, that's a baseless argument.
No, it's baseless. That's summing up. I had a bad day. It's like nigga, everybody has bad days. Jesus Christ,
every day of my life has been a bad day.
You know what? I'm just gonna go spray up a Walmart because I don't know. My ass itch. I don't I don't know. It's weak as shit.
To be fair, though,
bad day, so I killed 6 people.
To be fair, niggas, and I hate to be the devil's advocate, niggas do have emotional reactions that result in other people dying based on they having badass days too. It just don't be.
That's what I'm saying.
But it don't be so much as a bunch of random civilians all the time. Sometimes it do happen. Niggas not perfect.
But here's the thing.
But what niggas will do is niggas will look for a confrontation with a particular group or individual niggas. Like if a nigga is just fed the fuck up, a nigga's not gonna walk into a movie theater and start letting that bitch go. A nigga might go to a party and bump into a nigga and be like, what the fuck you wanna do type shit, and then you know what I'm saying? But it might just be him and his partners. I'm not saying it's no better, but it is a little bit different. But niggas not innocent in mass killings of niggas. I can't front.
Well, no, black people actually do the most mass shootings.
I mean, by the dictionary definition of the term, yes. But in the way we know mass shootings, hell no.
Yeah. Yeah. I really think, bro, we are talking about a tool that is only designed for one thing, and that is to either not even murder. I mean,
or just defend.
If you're real, you can just slow somebody down. You don't got to kill the intruder, but put a couple in his leg, make him Professor X.
Ain't nobody got time to be aiming at a nigga leg. I'm shooting straight for your gut, nigga chest.
Right. I don't know.
Aim for legs.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
I didn't say that.
Fuck all that.
Why aim for the? That's because you ain't got no aim, bro. You ain't got no aim.
But
why even waste time trying to aim when a nigga's running in your house? Fuck all that. Let me make sure I hit his leg. Just empty the whole clip. Honestly, just go.
Lex Jones said
only made for inflicting damage. Therefore, if your shit falls into the wrong fucking hands, why the fuck do you even have that in the first place? You obviously are just as reckless as the fucking shooter who took your shit or who you just gave to like a goddamn fucking movie that they want to borrow. Like, nigga, hey, can I borrow your gun? What are you gonna do with that, nigga? You gonna make pasta with it? What else are you borrowing a fucking gun for, nigga? Like,
I mean, if you can prove that a nigga lended it to go do some stupid shit, then sure. But
that's why, like, bro,
Lex Jones said, "Look, we as people have been used to stuff, been taken away from us forever. So we know how to deal with it. That's why we don't have so many mass shootings. The mass shootings that The mass shootings we know, like when we could, like a mass shooting, like shooting up a school, isn't the same as like black people in drive-by. Those are two different type of things.
Also,
but
yeah,
drive-bys don't be blind killings. That be gang retaliation.
No, that's what I said. That's what I'm saying. What we all know what a mass shooting is isn't what black people do.
Right.
It's very rare.
And like I said, if it is, most of the time it's some weird motive behind it, like police brutality or some other bullshit. It's not just. A couple years ago, somebody shot up a garlic festival. Who shoots up a fucking garlic festival, nigga?
Vampires.
Like, maybe it was like an Italian
vampires. Underworld. Dracula.
Other dude who shot up the massage parlor. I think they said he did it because the dude was an incel. Which is why I think prostitution needs to be legal.
It should be legal.
It should be legal. Bro, think about how many less mass shootings we would have if they could just go fuck something. They're instead of fucking something, they're spending all their time. You walk into a place, all their walls are covered with fucking blueprints and fucking weirdo shit and pipe bomb instructions. They could be fucking. I guarantee you. They bust a couple real nuts, not just some I'm jacking off and frustrated. Oh, why are all women the same? They get some real.
Shout out to all my call girls on my Facebook. Shout out to y'all.
They gonna rip on.
Shout out to all the OnlyFans.
I support the prostitutes. You know what I'm saying? I hope you get professional.
Yo. Shout out to them. Hit my boy Puff Moto up. He took my camera away from me. If you want a photo shoot,
nigga, that's mine. Fuck you talking about?
And I got my own.
Secondly, don't hit me up. I'm in a very
he ain't in shit.
I'm in a zen mode right now. I'm going real hard on. I'm in a cocoon stage. Don't hit me up. I'm busy.
You hear this? This man is training right now. As we out in them streets getting beat up by Frieza, he's gonna show up as the first Super Saiyan.
I wish. That'd be dope. But I'm working on a lot of shit right now. Damn, that son hitting her right. Anyways.
Dang, there's already one outside your door just prostituting? Bro, hit up Puff Moto.
Nah, I just might walk by.
You thirsty?
Actually, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yes.
Yeah, prostitution and guns should be legal. That's what y'all saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both of them hoes should be legal. I mean, Texas has legal guns, and we got, you know what I'm saying, we safe as hell, you know what I'm saying? Like, we one of the safest places.
I'll be real.
I can't think of a time I haven't did a business meeting and I wasn't surrounded by people with guns. To be honest with you.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
You know what? I can say the same.
Things, my list of things that should be legal, bro. Guns should be legal.
Drugs.
What was that?
What?
What'd you say?
Drugs?
I thought you said
no.
books.
No, drugs should not be legal. I used to think that, but I disagree now.
I think they should.
Because in places with legalized drugs, the homeless problem just goes through the roof. Niggas become bums, and it's like, okay.
So here's my thing. I think the reason why that bullshit happens, why people end up becoming homeless, is because they only release that shit in certain spots, and that hikes up the population, and then that hikes up the prices on. If they just blanket did it, you wouldn't have to move.
Might be right.
If pricing, it's two ways you can do this. If the stuff was more regulated overall in that area, it wouldn't happen. Or if everything was left to actual free market, it wouldn't happen. People would be monopolizing stuff and then be leaving a lot of people homeless.
Yes, like people just because like I said, like
Oregon.
This is why you have certain cities.
Where's the crack dispensaries at in Oregon?
There's what?
Where's the crack dispensaries at in Oregon?
Oh, you can go start there.
So see, this is why I said certain drugs, okay?
But see, once you legalize drugs, it's like the door is open to all type of debauchery.
And this is another thing. I feel
that's
like
what people saying about prostitution, though.
Wait, what?
I mean, I kind of agree.
On the list.
I feel like prostitution is one of them things that, like, I want to say it should be legal, but it would fuck society up, bro. We getting too far away. And maybe I'm getting older. We getting too far away from right wing values, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, like that shit.
I love free thinking black people always go back being conservative. I love it. Every free thinking black person I know becomes conservative. They become more conservative, if anything.
Bro, cause you just see how shit go, bro.
You go from wanting freedom to wanting order.
Bro, because you see too much freedom as bullshit. Like, niggas don't know what to do with freedom, bro. Niggas don't even have enough freedom as it is, and you see so many niggas' lives fall to the wayside. So it's like the last thing you need is just to open that shit all the way open.
I'm glad to hear you understand on why we needed a mask rule.
Why we needed a what? A mask rule? No, nigga.
Yeah, nah. You didn't know how to act. Nah, I flipped it on you. Nah, bro.
Look,
no, but for real, there's
that disease is weak, bro. That shit ain't doing shit.
There's logical thought behind that. Like, think about it. When you're young, of course you're gonna be more free because I mean you got more energy and you got more of what's it called when you just feel invincible. You just feel more so. But when you start getting older, you start thinking about shit. You're like, I can take some real L's the older I get, and I can't recover from that bullshit like I could when I was younger. So that's why I think motherfuckers get more conservative.
I be bouncing. Nah, I'm all about freedom. I be bouncing back from hella L's, bro.
I mean, nigga, you 30. Like, that's gonna change.
I'm about to change my name to Swish.
Terrible. That's that. Like after that is when you're gonna become conservative. Because Nike
gonna start calling me Swish, bro.
Nike gonna put the pressure on you.
Y'all gonna start calling me Swish. Remember that.
Nike, I ain't calling you that, nigga. I ain't about to get sued.
With you. Y'all gonna start calling me Swish.
I ain't getting sued with you. Fuck that.
Nike is swoosh.
Nike coming for your head.
Nah, bro.
Nike is swoosh.
That's my new name, bro. Swish.
They probably got Swish.
Because you know why they call me Swish? Because I don't miss. You see me? You gonna call me Swish, bro?
Nike gonna be like, all right, nigga, don't miss this court date.
But I think like free will to freedom is very thin line. Like there's certain ways you have to regulate, bro. And that's the thing. Like what Swerve is saying, he has some points to it, right? Like, you know, like anything legalizing guns, drugs, and prostitution. If any of those became free like that, things can get crazy, but nobody talks about it.
No, guns. I think guns should be kind of free.
Because you want rocket launchers. Because you want
no,
I want to hear it.
Those aren't guns, though. Those aren't guns. I feel like they should be how they is in Texas. Like Texas gun laws is good.
That is not a gun. That falls under ordinance.
So you gonna get a machine gun? A Gatling?
No.
A Gatling gun?
Texas got good gun laws. You can't walk up nowhere in Texas and just get a machine gun, bro. Like it's regulated to an extent, but it's not so regulated where nobody can get one.
Here's the issue. When motherfuckers hear shit like that becoming legalized, I don't know why. Everybody gets a smooth brain all of a sudden and they just go completely dumb. Just because it's legalized doesn't mean it's wide open, nigga. Because I mean, you still everything's gonna have regulations, but it's like you can do it now in this fucking
so what you're saying,
fucking accessibility.
What you're saying is drugs and prostitution should be more open but more regulated. Like not more regulated, but regulated in a certain sense, like you know, like kind of like what you're saying, like you know, like they go through a whole industry, like women can't be passing out AIDS or men can't be giving AIDS to other people, type of thing. Like it's a type of contract type of thing. The same thing with like drugs and everything else. Like it needs to be more regulated and stuff.
It needs to be regulated, and it needs to be other things that are set under that are going to make sure they get like a regulation for a regulation. Make sure, okay, you're not going to be fucking people over. You're not going to be doing this. And just like the prostitution, they need to have their own OSHA.
What if they legalize guns to the full extent you can have everything, and Elon Musk has a robotic arm and he just fire it off stuff?
But that's a horrible idea. I mean, everything should be regulated.
I'm going to ground. Fuck that.
Everything should be regulated? You mean like slavery?
No, nigga, what are you talking about? I'm talking about like drugs and shit like that should be regulated, bro. Like you shouldn't just I just don't think all of that shit should be just made widely available like that. You know what I'm saying? I think there needs to be a degree of control.
My argument is I think that we could get rid of some drugs if other drugs got legalized. How many motherfuckers wouldn't be alcoholics if marijuana was legalized?
They would still be alcoholics.
How many motherfuckers wouldn't be crackheads if they had chances to get off things with like other shit?
They still would be crackheads.
Some shit is I think they would still be crackheads.
There was crackheads when coke was in cocaine and there was still crack around. Those dudes were still crackheads.
A crackhead is more so a personality type.
The argument that fits it is prohibition didn't stop crackheads from being crackheads.
Prohibition never stops anything. And this, oh my God, this is going right back into war on drugs. So the reason why it didn't stop anything is because it wasn't supposed to stop anything.
Just make them pay taxes on everything. Like Jones saying, and I agree.
We just want to tell you that we're helping and we're trying to do it, but we're not. We're funding it.
How do you feel back in 1820? There were 3 white gentlemen having the same conversation, but was talking about why don't we just make the slaves free and we just tax them?
They also
one dude was just saying, make them free. We need regulations here.
I mean, look, this is what I think. I think the shit, okay, as far as prostitution goes, I think prostitution should be decriminalized. I don't think you should take prostitutes or niggas who pay for prostitutes to jail for just trying to get some pussy. But I do think it should still be shunned publicly. I think it should still be frowned upon to be a prostitute. I don't think it should ever be accepted by society, but it shouldn't be legal. And that's just my honest opinion.
Okay, you know how I feel. I would clown. Actually, I want to know a list of people that pay for prostitutes, men and women.
This nigga really changed his name to Switch.
You know how Switch do. You know how Switch do. You never noticed? You didn't even know what happened, bro. I've always been Switch. Go check the tapes. Switch don't miss.
This nigga stupid as hell. Go
ahead, though. honestly, let's tap into the psychological of a person paying for it. I can't understand it.
Okay, how you can't understand it? I can understand it. I never done it. I can understand it.
I can't. No. When I say I can't understand it, why?
Why pay for pussy? Is that what you're asking?
Probably way easier, time consuming, time efficient. It's probably cheaper to just buy pussy than do all the extra shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Now, here's why.
If you just trying to, like, if you don't have no pussy at all and you have no women in your life and you trying to go.
How do you have no women in your life?
Why the pussy is like not fun, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit. I mean, I guess it is if you're into that. But
listen, you got to.
It's not like. It's time consuming and money. It costs a lot of bread. I feel like I would never buy pussy, but I see why niggas do it because it's like I'm gonna just go spend $100 or whatever and be done with it. Bro. It's not for me though. But I get it.
Listen, bro. You're not gonna understand this because it's a world that you don't live in.
I do, bro. I try and be thirsty, bro. I try and be a simp my whole life, bro. I really.
So are you a beta male?
I try.
Are you though? That's a yes or no question.
I don't. That's not for me to decide. I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am?
Yeah, that's real though.
So a beta male would automatically say, "I'm a fucking alpha male. Who the fuck are you talking to? And women belong under my boot." If you didn't say that answer, you're probably not.
Nah, bro. I'm not an alpha or beta. I'm Swish.
Get the fuck out of here. Listen, beta males have a weird back and forth love-hate relationship with women where they hate women, but they really hate them because they can't get them. And they can't get them because they're fucking weird because they don't have good personalities. Which is why I think the prostitution is a perfect service. We cut the middleman out. You don't gotta try to fucking woo me or ask me weird dumbass shit. Like, you remember that one time we was at that party? All 3 of us was there. This is the kind of shit. This is why prostitution is needed. Because I guarantee you, this nigga's mad. I guarantee you, whoever that dude was is somewhere angry. Remember, there was a dude at this party who tried his hard. We were in it was here in Dallas. And it was the one, I think it was for Chloe's birthday.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And there was a dude that tried to get at fucking Carly. And that nigga was weird. And first question that came out of his mouth, when the last time you did this bullshit at a house party? When the last time you did this bullshit? He came up to her and immediately started talking about fucking politics.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I don't know you.
Okay.
I don't know you.
Okay.
I've never seen you. And he immediately was like, "Hey, so who do you think you're gonna vote for in the election, nigga? Are we making a conversation, or are you like one of those campaign people?
I see his angle. This is why there's people like swishing in people's lives. what Swish would have did, he would have told him like, yo, you ride up on that little mom and be like,
This
hey,
nigga is
I think Kamala Harris got a good chance. now she feel like, you do? Yeah, we need more women voices. Boom. He don't miss. I'm just saying.
Hey, okay.
If I come at you at a party and I'm talking about politics, automatically I'm not trying to fuck. I'm not.
Hey, do y'all remember?
What do you walk up to a woman to talk about at a party? You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, what goddamn politics?
Oh, what do I talk about?
What do y'all do?
See, I come at him like a simp.
How do you break the ice at a party? I'm curious.
I come at him like a simp. Nice tattoos. Where'd you get them from?
Fuck out of here, nigga.
hey, it's a real shit. It's like I've used that before when I was young. I got blew the fuck off. I got blew the fuck off. She's like, nigga, you're gonna fuck out my face with that bullshit.
Bro, you get the instantly a woman will look at you like
bitch, right? The fuck? You trying to undress me?
Cool? Yeah. Instantly, bro.
Bro, at that rate, you might as well just come and just really fuck her head up. Be like, nice pants. I got those same kind. Like, that's weird.
That nigga said.
To be honest, I'm trying to think. I've never went to a party. Like, if I'm at a party and I don't know, the people I don't know, I never approach them. I legit only get approached. Women approach me at a party. One time, this Russian chick approached me, and it was real weird. People approach me, bro.
That's funny, bro, because I'm like the same way type shit. It's like I never used to ever approach. Well, I mean, you always young and you would just be hungry ass nigga. But like I used to learn, like ain't a point of even walking up to people at a party. Like people just gonna really walk up to you type shit.
Like if I really I'm trying to think of a party like I pulled somebody. I don't think I've ever like pulled a chick at a party or a club, like. You know, but I don't go there to want to do that. I go there for a vibe.
Me too.
Type shit. Yeah, but that's really the way you gotta. That's the way you gotta be though. Because like, if you go to a party looking to pull on some shit, you're not gonna pull shit. But if you just like, man, I'm finna go have fun, then you usually end up actually meeting people type shit. So that's the weird thing about it.
I went to one weird event and there was this 80s star there, and she kept hitting on me, talking about all her sex scenes and nude scenes, and I was kind of like,
interesting.
You were doing TV before I was born. Please leave me alone.
It matures. Okay.
No, I was doing Comic-Con. I was working, bro. I'm strict on work, bro. Like I'm not about to do that, bro. That was real weird.
That's different. Man, honestly, now that I think about it, I ain't really had too many conversations, but most of the time it started off with either like figure out some mutual connection or we might start talking about some shit we wearing. But other than that, I realized all the other fucking times it's been some non-verbal shit that kicked it off.
That's the most alpha male stuff. Non-verbal. When you give her that look, they come off. Alpha over here, bro.
Bro, I started making out with a chick, and then I figured out her name the next time I saw her at the party. I saw her again. I was like, oh shit, it's that chick. Man, the fact
I don't think I've ever had play like that, bro. I don't think I've ever had any time. Like, I can't think of a time like I did. Like, I just be chilling, bro. Like, if a woman be hitting on me, I'll almost reject her in a certain way. That's like wild. I've been told I friend zone women a lot more than I admit, and I just make it seem like they friend zone me. Like I really don't. I really like Swish ain't got time for that, bro.
This nigga's stupid.
See, that's not. Beta males don't get the chance to say that. Beta males just like all bitches are stupid. I'm building a pipe bomb. They don't got time for that. Bro, listen, cut out all the middleman. They don't gotta be weird. They don't gotta, and you know what's funny? Most of the time when dudes finally fuck for the first time, it's like that shit melts off you. All that weird shit just like, all right, I'm out here now. I'm out here. That's all. They just need that one time, bro. They just need that.
I mean, but you can lose it too, though. You can fall out the game, and you got to get back into the game too. You can't just, you know what I'm saying? Niggas are like, so I've been celibate before, and it's like I'm ready to get back in the game. It's like, damn, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing out here, type shit. You know?
And to be honest with you, if you were to get prostitutes more legalized, like they had brothels where you could just shove them all in one place. You have less weird shit on the streets, bro. You have less bitches in danger.
No, that I don't know.
You think they're still gonna be there?
I mean, but technically that'd be pimping. Whoever owns the brothel legally is like now a legal pimp.
It's already happening. It's already a thing in certain states. Like, it's not like O.J. Simpson was a bodyguard at one. That's fucking crazy. Remember when that nigga got out of jail and he immediately got a job at the Playboy Bunny Ranch or some shit like that, or some brothel? I can't remember.
Oh yeah, he did.
That's fucking crazy. But yeah.
I mean, but I got like I said, like me, whenever like I try and go celibate, and then like as soon as it happens, I be mad. Like I only can last this long, a week. But I get upset at that, bro.
I mean, you shouldn't. I mean, I don't know. I don't see how. I mean, you go celibate.
No, because I be doing it. I actually do it on boredom, bro. I be so like I get bored and I slip and do it, and I'll be mad at myself.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I'm celibate. Like I really don't even be owning this shit. Like, you feel me?
I be getting in my head. You know what I mean? And you just get overexcited.
You do, bro.
You're just like, I'm back in it.
Every time you be tripping, that's when I gotta call Swerve up. You know, Swerve and Swish gonna help you out, swag. Ooh, Swerve, Swish, and swag. Oh, come on, bro. Come on. I'm on to something. I don't miss. I'm on to something.
Swish and swag.
Swerve, Swish, and swag. I think we still got something going.
That's kind of clear. It got a nice little ring to it.
It got a little nice ring to it, bro. Jeez. But no, like, I think, and like when it comes like people like trying to do their sex work or whatever else, or like when women want to sell their pictures, I always help women out. I'll be like, oh, and I educate every woman that's like came to me. Like it got so crazy last year because of COVID. Women were hitting me up saying they heard of me. Like I was getting referred.
For what?
I would like essentially set their stuff up and show them how to make money. Like I can give a whole class like how to do it.
Oh, I thought you were saying like you were getting referred to like fuck them.
Right.
That has also happened. It's been real weird. But nah, like it gets referred to that.
That's too much goddamn pressure. It's like, I feel you gonna leave a Yelp review or some shit. You talking about you got referrals now? Like what the fuck?
That's happened to me before.
I'm confident. I'm confident. I'm just like I'm weird. I'm confident. I'll be like, what do you want? Sign here, initial here. All right.
That's important this year. That's
important actually, now thinking about it, that almost makes it sound like I'm across.
Man, that nigga Dave Chappelle was onto something when he made them damn consent contracts. You remember that skit?
Yep.
Niggas like, sign here for
Kobe.
That nigga said, sign here for anal. That nigga said, she was like, no, not happening. The nigga was like, damn.
No, what he said? He said, for what was it, for head? And he was like, I'm gonna do you too.
He said, I'm gonna do you too. Sign, he said, sign there for oral. And she just looked at him, I'm gonna do you too. And then she's like, all right.
I think the overall thing for anything like this to be passed, it always needs some state or city or area needs to take steps forward first.
Yeah.
Same thing with
like they just need to have a
like Oregon with drugs, taking the steps first.
CooterCon.
Fuck all that.
I'm not making an event so I can just see women naked. I'm not doing it.
CooterCon.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing events.
That's not a bad idea.
The only way I would ever do an event that involves sexualizing women mainly is if AVN, Pornhub, or some big porn company pays me millions, and I will be in there like Kanye and helping them out.
Porn party. I'm trying to keep the alliteration. That's why I'm doing the double P and the double C. Hold up.
So I'm just gonna go to a whole different.
Well, here's the thing. We only talked about just women prostitutes because we're all just three, I guess, heterosexual alpha males here, right? But there's probably some femcels out there too. They get a little sausage party going on. You get a little,
Sexuality is weird because if there's multiple women and a guy, that guy's player made. If it's multiple dudes and a woman, it's a train, and it's Steven. It's two different things, bro. Like
I wouldn't have it any other way.
If a dude smash wow. Okay.
Here's the thing. I wouldn't care if you called me a hoe. Like, I got mine, and you just sitting there dry. Fuck you. I give a fuck.
This dude said, and you just sitting there dry. Chill out.
Hey, you dry. I didn't have my fun. What you doing? Criticizing me with your dry ass. Like I care. Fuck. I'm gonna do it again. And again. Dry ass. Yeah, fuck that. No shame.
It's interesting that there's clearly the difference in like guys and women when it comes to sexualization. That's why people argue the whole Cardi B, WAP, Meg Thee Stallion thing. But then at the same time, we have a lot of liberation with women want to be equal or trans and all this other concept. And now it's trying to dispute to change those kind of facts and those things. It's very interesting to me. You know, like a women have multiple partners looked down upon, a guy have multiple partners is looked up upon.
I think all that shit is hilarious. That is
a male virgin is talked down about. Women will talk down about a male virgin. Guys usually don't typically talk down about women virgins. Was always interesting to me. Like if a guy is a virgin, they getting clown. Women, I know a woman that's just like, like clowning, like it's weird. Like they say weird. If a guy finds a woman virgin, they be like, oh, it's almost like, wow, that is a. You must be really amazing. Like it's like nothing but uplifting things.
You must be really amazing.
Like it's two different energies on any of the subject. It's two different energies, bro.
It really is.
The only reason I lost my virginity was because I didn't want to be a weird nigga that carried it into my 20s.
Bro, I honestly said mine. I wanted to last at least till 25 and see if I could get married before.
Golly.
But then, you know, like I said, I get bored. And I was like, dang it, I got too bored again. I got to keep busy, bro.
I've been there.
Yeah, that's basically what happened with me. I got bored on some shit.
Nobody believes it's like that. I be telling like, nah, bro, I get bored, then it happens. And I'll be like, dang, bro. That's why I stay active.
I set that shit up. I set it up. I was like, I will no longer be dry.
Oh, no, same. I knew I was going to wait till I got out of high school. As soon as high school was over, I was like, hey, shit, what's up?
You know me, I was trying to carry that on through college. And all y'all were shocked.
If I could have, I'd have kept it longer, though. I'd have probably kept it through college if I could have. And you was a virgin when we met you?
Yeah, remember we talked about it?
Yes.
Damn, you was.
I tried to keep it, bro. I tried to.
Was you a virgin too, Joe? No, Joe wasn't a virgin. Joe was a hoe.
Yeah, big hoe.
Justin was a virgin.
Yeah, he was.
I wasn't a hoe. Jesus Christ.
But you was already fucking her.
Chill out, Swag.
I lost my virginity at like 16.
Hey, you know what's funny?
Yeah.
You Swerve and Swag, if y'all people know, the first people I knew did poly.
Huh?
What?
Y'all remember y'all was team leaders. One of y'all was team captain.
Nigga, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
I wasn't.
She straight up said that about y'all, bro. Nah.
No, we was
that girl.
Huh?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? No, because the whole story is bullshit. Because we were fighting each other like, no, nigga, you take her. He was like, no, take her. And I was like, nigga, I don't want her. I'm not saying no names because it's fucked up. But
that was the first woman. That was the first time I saw a woman proud to have a team. Like I was like it shook me because I've never saw that before. But she was straight up like, yeah, one of them gonna be the team captain. And I was like, what did you just say about my homeboys? I was like, y'all said about my boy? Like I was like, what? She was like, yeah.
Neither one of us was trying.
That was the hardest thing, bro. That was very. But I have to say, seeing that was very.
I forgot about that shit. I wish I could erase that shit off my record.
To see,
nothing happened. Well, nothing happened with me.
Wait, we must be talking about somebody else then.
This is funny.
Oh, no, we talking about somebody else. No, I know who you're talking about.
I think I know who you're talking about now.
Y'all funny.
That name. No,
I know who you're talking about. I think I know who you're talking about, dog.
No, I already know what letter. No.
All right, say no more.
Y'all funny.
That is wiped off the record.
That's what I'm like, bro. I don't remember it going down like this, but but on both occasions, neither one of us wanted none of them. But
that's wiped off the record. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, fuck all that. No, I don't know what you're talking about that one either. But the other one.
But me bringing that up is I've never seen a woman come off so empowered and so strong saying that, and that was because usually
if we talk about the same person, man, I think she was just a little throwed or something. I don't know, but cause that was like a lot of niggas. There was a lot of niggas like, you know what I'm saying, like on her team, you know what I'm saying, so to speak. But
She was just the way she talked about it.
Was she a femcel?
No, no.
I don't know who the fuck we talking about, bro. Who the fuck is we talking about? Because this motherfucker was not no femcel. She was like getting around. I don't know who you talking about.
No, she was getting around, but she was talking about like having a team. Like
what her name start with? Just give me the letter, bro.
A.
I thought so. Okay. Okay. All right.
But that's what I'm talking about. But my whole point of bringing it up is like she came off empowered, like it wasn't like like she was like confident, like this is how it's going down. And I've never seen a woman like pretty much be proud of how many partners they circulating in the more recent sense. Women don't usually do that.
I never did.
Yeah, she was like one of the only women I know who was like.
But she was so confident. Like, I'm
fucking with all of these niggas. Like,
she was pretty much like, yeah, me and him talking. I'm finished to bag him. I was like, what?
No, yeah, she was talking like that. Yeah, like the niggas with the hoes.
Yeah, like guys, like you don't ever hear that from women. Like, so she was like, it was crazy to me. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, you don't, see that. That was like a weird.
I knew somebody in high school was like that, and I was proud of her. She was pimping them niggas, and I was proud. I was like, that's so crazy. That nigga done bought her lunch.
Yeah,
buying her fucking snacks. Like, look at her.
I was just about to say that actually brings me to a different point. I think when women say they bagged a nigga, I think it's different from men. When we say I'm about to bag her, it's like I'm about to fuck her. When women say I'm about to bag this nigga, I think like I'm about to have this nigga in my pocket, like type shit. Like this nigga about to be coming off the bread and the time and shit like that. I think it's two different things.
That is true because I don't know many guys that talk about like getting in women's pockets.
Also,
like,
a lot of times women have these fucking conversations. It's just not when any males are around.
No, I had these conversations with women.
I mean, yeah. And it's one of those things like if you're having that conversation with them, think about how many more of those conversations are being had under your nose. A lot.
Bro.
Bitches too crafty, nigga. Like they come on, nigga. This is the blueprint. They probably don't even like the way that two dudes can look at each other when a chick walk by and just have a whole conversation about the ass. This is probably the same level they be on with this kind of shit. They don't even got to. It's nonverbal. They just look at it. They look at a bitch and be like,
a person told me
I got that nigga.
That these women were arguing over me because the details didn't add up. Two women I had relations with in the past and like used to talk to or whatever else argued because what they said about me didn't add up. It was almost like they talked to two different dudes. And dude
That's great.
He was like, I don't know how you do it, but these women were arguing because they were saying drastically two different things. Shouldn't be two different things on you. And they were just like listing things off, mad about me. Both mad in their own ways. But it didn't add up. I hate when you do such and such. Oh, he actually never did such and such. Really? He does this. And he's like, no, actually he does this. And like, oh, he doesn't do that. Completely different. Gotta keep them on their toes, bro.
I think that's perfection right there. That's how you become a legend. Because like legends get debated over. Like, nah, Kobe scored this many points. Nah, nigga, Kobe scored this many points.
And you know what?
What the fuck you talking about?
And you know what, Swag? Just like Kobe, swish don't miss.
I have nothing to that.
That's all I'm saying, bro. All I'm saying. It's really these things are just really interesting, like the whole different concept of sexuality. I wish it could be openly more debated and talked about without like verbal, like without people being upset and without people being attacked.
Man.
Like, sexuality and gender needs to be more openly talked about. I honestly always felt this way.
There's only two.
I'm gonna be honest. The way I see it, it's like, look, shit like this only gets easier when it becomes insignificant.
Mm-hmm.
It happens all around you. Gay niggas are around you right now. Trans niggas are around you right now. You ain't losing no sleep over it.
I mean, they've always been around.
If you did, what?
They've always been around.
Exactly. So it's like, why like, that's what makes this so hard is motherfuckers still put weight on shit that doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure a gay nigga walked by right here since it's a fucking sidewalk on the outside of my apartments. I mean, I didn't lose any money over that. I lost money over Yeezys. Fuck Kanye. Anyways, But this shit
you have
all
Yeezys
around
right
you.
now. You just
What?
got some.
Yeah, but I didn't get the other ones.
They ain't dropped yet.
Man, whatever. What
But
the
like
fuck
we were saying, but it's like it's a weird thing. Like, so I got this friend, you know, she's now a woman, whatever. But when she came out, people made it a point to tell me, like I didn't know. It was so many I told you so's to me. And I was like, I'm not shocked at any of this. I never even defended that it wasn't the case. Why are y'all coming at me? And I think people take, and the reason I say that is I think people take that whole like transitioning or trans or any type of sexuality over the top. Like most of my family thought I was gay. A lot of people thought I was gay.
That's because you're a pansy millennial.
What? A lot of people think. A lot of people made my sexuality like a big topic. Like it was crazy hearing that other people just thought like, of course he's gay, and then it was like he's not gay. What?
See, that's what I'm saying. Like when people put weight on this shit, that's when it gets weird. It's like, why do you care that much? I don't know. Like, but I think from the hateful side of it, the hateful side is what I really talk about when I say, why do you care that much? Why do you care to have these picket signs and stand outside of this place? Like, listen, bro, it's been here. It probably ain't gonna leave. And it has nothing to do with your household. Pay your bills, shut the fuck up, and eat your cold food. I don't know. That's my 2 cents on that.
I mean, you got a point though, but like, it just needs to be talked about more. Like homosexuality was like kept secret for so long. You know, it was something like people were scared to come out and talk about. And it's one thing like we need to be more out and talk and have more intellectual conversations. Kind of like Wade talks about how his child deals with so much transphobic insults from people, and it's like, well, we need to have this conversation more, and because he's in the big news, whatever else, because his child, his biologically born son says he's a woman, and is like 12, I think. I can't remember the exact age, and he feels they deal with a lot of like a lot of transphobic things. And for me, I've never seen anybody say, even in comments, anything transphobic toward Dwayne Wade's child. I think more people were upset about Dwayne, about how Dwayne Wade looks like him and Gabrielle Union are kind of like just using this wave for it. Because I know plenty of celebrities that have children and they transition, and it's not that big of a deal. Like, don't be wrong, like you'll still get insults. Magic Johnson's son still got insults. Magic Johnson's son still, kind of goes on life, but it wasn't Magic Johnson just parading around.
Yeah, right, exactly.
I think because of like, we have this weird thing of like, if somebody insults, and black people go through it in general, it's a thing with black, it's kind of like, if we can scream transphobia, racism, homophobia, it's the wave. If we can promote rate, like Justin says this all the time, like, this didn't get big unless a white person killed it. Like, not to saying that this is not a more popular thing, but it's like, it is popular to promote, what is it? Hate. It's popular to promote it. As in before, it was popular to promote it in a different way. We didn't care. Oh, this gay person get beat up in the movie. Not a big deal. Now, this gay person get beat up in the movie. Now, look at these gay people coming up. And they're, we make money. They make money off of this stuff. That's why Mr. Potato Head doesn't have a gender. And the conversation gets taken away. We need to have like legit conversations on these things.
I don't think we do. I really don't. I don't think we need to talk about none of that shit. I feel like let gay people have their own gay shit, and we focus on what we got going on.
Well, but see, that's my point though, right? Gay people felt like they couldn't talk about it.
Yes, they can. Talk about it with yourself. We like the fuck. I don't got nothing to talk about it because I'm not gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see why I got to talk about the gay plight. Like, it doesn't apply to me.
Not that you don't have to talk about gay plight, but if you felt like having like an opinion on it,
I don't
you have opinion.
Like, be gay. Like, you gay, be gay. I don't have no opinion. Like, I have nothing against gay people, but I really don't care about what they got going on.
Then let me use Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade seems like he has a lot of opinion on this, but it seems like he's parading his child.
Yeah, you're right.
That seems like that seems like a fork in the road of topics, though, because that's not really talking about like gay issues if you're going in with ulterior motives. Like, I'm gonna talk about my gay son because whatever. I don't know. I don't know why.
When I finally have the balls to come out the closet and say I'm bisexual or whatever the case may be.
Or if he's just trying to find a very indirect way to stay relevant.
A lot of, and
I don't know.
That's what I was saying. It became the wave where it kind of comes off like that, because I've seen some of the interviews. It never seemed like they actually talked about the subject. All he said is, my child feels like this and clearly this. And I'm like, you haven't had a real conversation to talk about, well, your child is still a child.
Right.
And nobody want, like, because instantly people don't want to talk about that. His child clearly knows what he wants. It's like, he's a child, though.
Nah, man. Listen, you don't really know who the fuck you are until you're about 30.
You're right. Damn.
That goes for anything.
And you know what? You know why I agree with this? Because at 30 years old, I knew I was Swish.
Shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
You named this episode March Madness, so I had to come hard with Swish.
I can't lie. I should have changed that name. I just went ahead and threw it on there because the last episode was March Madness. But anywho, that does not matter. But so see, this is where the deep water comes in. I don't want to talk about this subject too much because I'm really not a doctor or any fucking thing. However, you can go look up, research yourself. Now, obviously, I hate that I have to say this, but everybody's dumb in 2021, so you always have to put disclaimers and say, not everyone, because people are stupid and they don't understand that concept. So, now that I've said that disclaimer, not everyone, they've shown that people who have transitioned early or tried to transition early, like in kind of the range, fuck is Dwayne Wade's kid name? I forgot.
Which one?
Really know Dwayne's, huh?
Dead name or new name?
Isaiah.
Whatever. Fucking Wade Jr. Jesus Christ. Okay. It took too long. Lil Wade. How about that? Lil Wade. Lil Wade, it fits whatever you want it to fit. Lil Wade. Okay. In that age range, typically, people who have transitioned end up regretting it when they kind of hit early adulthood.
I know a person that is about 22 and they were transitioning when they were like 13, I think. I think it was 13, maybe younger.
Sure.
And man, it's interesting the wave he is going in the person he wants to become. And like whenever I see somebody like that wants to transition, I am so amazed at like, it's just a very interesting way of them finding themselves. Like it's a more outward look on how a person finds themselves. Because we all, like, until we get to 30 or 25, whatever, we all like are trying to find ourselves of who we are,
Yes.
So it's always interesting to me to see. And a lot of people, which I can't just say like, oh, only trans people like this. I feel a lot of people, they just chasing somehow some type of thing that's promoted.
Some type of thing is what?
That's promoted. Like you almost can, like they say certain things that sound kind of superficial. And I've noticed that. But this is a lot of people. This is really big with people that want to be rappers.
I was going to say, I agree with that 10,000%. There's so many different pathways that I feel like you wouldn't do this normally, but somewhere along the way you got influenced.
That's what I say. It's promoted. Stuff is promoted.
This is also why I'm getting further away from social media, because I see that bullshit and I don't like it. And this isn't for trans people. This is just in general. Like I see motherfuckers getting pushed down weird pockets, and I just didn't like it. A lot of shit I saw in 2020, motherfuckers doing political bullshit and all this. People are too fucking influential. Another wave that I see right now that it kind of disgusts me is that motherfuckers that are weirdos and post the vaccination cards. Like, what do you prove? You look like a dog.
Oh, that's a new way of doing it. Like, I voted for Biden type of thing. Like when people showing the Biden, I think that's
when
weird.
I see that, I see like a dog and like a fucking vet like showing their like medical card that they passed and they don't have worms or some shit. It's very weird. People just
when
do
I
it.
see that, when I see that, I look at it like they got manipulated by the media.
They did, and that's what all of this is. Like I said, there are people out there who do transition who are legit, and I think throughout the whole fucking LGBTQ community, this sucks because this happened in BLM, which is you have people that are in there that are legit, that have very good motives for that community, and somewhere along the way, the messaging gets diluted, the wrong people get in control, and they somewhat hijack the movement and send it down this bullshit ass path. To be honest with you, I really hate looking at all of these companies take advantage of the LGBTQ community by posting the rainbow flags, and they're probably doing the same thing they do with the BLM community, which is
they definitely do that. They definitely do that. The black company. If you just see how they promote the black people, and then you find out who's over the company, is not even a black person.
Not only that, but they make money off of this shit because they know all I have to do is change my logo to this set of colors, and we're gonna get more followers, more profit, more reach, more whatever. But that money never goes back to helping these people. It's still gay people, trans people getting beat the fuck up in alleys. Shit's still there. It's still black people getting beat up. Brutality happened. Like nothing's happened. But it's always we care. We're here. Hey, you're on Netflix. Look at this black movie section. Hashtag BLM. But nothing fucking comes from it. Just like the same thing for the gay movement. Like nothing is coming from all of these corporations. They're just banking money on you, pimping your fucking causes out, and when they're done with you, they're gonna do what businesses do and toss you to the side and sink or swim. Even recently, I forgot who it was. Somebody who had one of their kids. One of the kids was killed by the police. It's somebody big that we've been saying over the past few years, but it's happened so much that I forgot who it was because it's a lot of names. But they told him, they were like, I don't support anything about BLM because out of all that money there, like they didn't do shit for us. Like nothing at all. They literally just did exactly what I said, which was go through, put all these banners up, put all this promo out, rake in the money, and just kept it for themselves. They didn't help anyone. They didn't
see, and that's why I say there's a bunch of fake, like actual help. Like people be like, this voice actor's got a black voice actor now, or this black like this, or here we've got these shirts that go to
this nigga. I did that one episode.
But how do you feel about actual things that could help, like the whole Oakland giving low income families of color $500 per month? Now remember,
y'all niggas just bringing this up. I'm ready to go.
People get that mixed up.
Nigga, you froze. Am I tripping? Is he froze for you? Okay,
no, he lagged. He lagged. He lagged when he said that. What'd you say?
No, nigga, you lagged.
You did.
I don't know. Sound like you chopped and screwed yourself, and I was real confused.
Oh! I said let's wrap this up. But
this is the last thing. We're finishing up off of this.
All right, man. I feel like it's a good start to $500 a month for Negroes. I mean, I'll take it happily. I happily accept it, but I think it's still not shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's a good start.
I think this is one of the things. Like, it needs to start. It needs to happen. Like for every community. If you want this for your community, you have to start. Like we said last week, gatekeep. We got to start in our community. You know, we got to help with the culture. We got to gatekeep the culture. We got to help and provide for everybody in the culture, but we got to build up stuff. So I agree, but we got to focus small before growing big.
Yeah. That's how pandemics start. Good. That's exactly how they operate. You start out small and you spread out.
But that was my final thoughts.
Final thoughts, man. God bless. You feel me? And to be happy.
My final thoughts. That sounds good on paper. And to be honest with you, I think we could do it because it is just paper. And if it's not paper, then I mean, bro, literally all you got to do is just put 500 into a computer and that shit just updates in my bank account. Let's be real, our money's fake. But yeah, might as well give out money. Fuck it, man. Gay people get some money. Let some Jewish people get some money. Let some black people get some money. Mexican people, you know, whatever. Just have free money days like off that SpongeBob episode. Just give it out, nigga. Fuck it.
Fuck all them niggas. Just black people. Jews is good. They already got their reparations.
But I'm gonna say this. That may or may not happen depending on the powers that be above that see it. They could say, hey, let's give them money because they're just gonna throw it right back on our favorite brands. Or they could say, nah, don't give them no fucking money. They don't know what to do with that shit. Who knows? Who knows? But it's cool to dream. Cool to dream.
It is. So the
all right. Y'all boys take it easy.
Remember, switch don't miss.
Harambe!
Next week at 6. Swerve.
I can't do it actually. We're gonna do it on. I'll holler at y'all niggas.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, boys.
Bye.
Bye, boys.